Now, what is confusing is that how can somebody who stole your money, the case of your money being stolen, now leads to your being sacked from school?
Yeah.
You have told us that they sent her to come and delete, but instead, after deleting, she now stole the money. But how did it now turn around to the point that they are now sacking you?
Well, you see, that is the surprising aspect. They set up a committee. The first committee, as I've said, Professor Fawole wanted me out, and he just set up a committee without even any query. I appeared before the committee, and I told them the lapses. I was not queried. That's one. Number two, there were 5 members of the committee. Out of the 5 members, I could see that 3 of them I will not get justice from them. And I showed my displeasure. And I was asked to go. Instead of replacing the 3, they went ahead, they wrote a report, and they submitted the report to the Governing Council. When they submitted the report to the Governing Council on the 10th of April, they could see that the committee lacked due process. So the Governing Council jettisoned the report of the committee as a result of procedural error. There and then, the council directed the rector, Professor Kazim Adekunle Adebi, to set up another committee. And he set up this 6-person committee chaired by Dr. J.A. Adebisi. I was interrogated or interviewed. I told them, because they based their interrogation on 2 aspects. One, inappropriate relationship with a former student. And the second one was that I tarnished the image of the school. Now I asked them, he who alleges should prove that they should prove to me how they came about the inappropriate relationship with a former student. And how did I go about tarnishing the image of the school? At the end of the day, it is in the report that it is established that there has never been any inappropriate relationship between me and any student on campus. Number 2, that I don't have anything to do with the program that tarnished the image of the school. The report was submitted to the management since June 17, 2019, and nothing was done on the report. It was not until December 2019 that this same rector that constituted the committee and the report of the committee submitted to him then came up with another committee. He called it SSDC. If SSDC is to be constituted, it is, as far as our law is concerned, it must be constituted by the council. As at that time, we did not have any council, but they just gathered themselves together and they called themselves the council. They came up with another program. They said they called me 2 hours. I was given the letter of invitation 2 hours to the commencement of the meeting. The meeting was to start by 11, and I received my letter of invitation at 10 minutes past 9, same day. Is it not victimization? It's not victimization. I attended it, and I must tell you, the meeting was not ready till around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was just sitting there because they were not prepared. They thought that I would not attend the meeting, so that they would just say I I refused to attend the meeting. That was why they said they were able to send me in. But I attended, and that was all. And then they wrote another report, not minding the legally bad constituted Dr. J.A. Adebisi's report. They did not touch it. And in their own report, they had two major recommendations. The first one, as it is in the report, is that I should be dismissed. The second one is that if I'm not to be dismissed, I will be demoted. And I will be dismissed. But if I should take the second one, which is demotion, I should go and withdraw the case against their agent, that lady that stole my money, that I should go and withdraw the case from the court. What is the correlation? Somebody stole my money, my former student. You stole my money. Later we discovered that he deleted certain exhibits, and we've reported to the police. He was even not arrested on campus. But in 2017, when the thing happened, they took a letter of activities to the rector, which the rector signed and directed to the HOD, Urban Planning, and CEO, Chief Security Officer, that they should release the girl to the police for the interview. Throughout 2017, 2018, the girl finished in 2017. It's their agent. He finished in 2017. And the girl was arrested in 2019, April 28 in 2019. And it was arraigned before the magistrate on the 2nd May 2019. He was arrested in 2019 and he was arraigned in 2019. He finished our studies in 2017. Now, in 2020, there's a report that they wanted to dismiss me, but they will only demote me from chief lecturer to principal lecturer only if I will be ready to withdraw the case against the lady from the court. So, with this, I could believe and know that the lady was the agent of the management. If not, they would not have interest in this matter.
Mr. Kilani, is it true that if we go into the campus now, will the lecturers be able to testify to your good conduct, as you are claiming that you are of good conduct on the campus?
When I became the chairman of ASU, I promised them many things, and I fulfilled all the promises, and even added to the promises that I made. I promised them that all the arrears will be taken from the management, and we did it. We took all the arrears. They wanted to bribe me, I didn't take any bribe. Every lecturer took all his arrears. Then, before coming in, our retirement age was 60. It is my regime not only did it for the Polytechnic Ibadan, for all tertiary institutions in Oyo State. Go and find out. Get to the campus, you'll be told this. Then, there was peace on campus. Those that are been denied of promotion, they were able to be promoted. I know of some people, they've been denied promotion for the tune of 10 years, 5 years. When we came in, because there was one policy, one obnoxious policy of dichotomy between academic masters and professional masters. We went into it, And by the grace of God, we were able to achieve it. On that campus today, either you have academic masters or you have professional masters. What is required is relevant masters. There is no discrimination against any certificate on that campus. And some other things. For another thing an added thing that I did was that I built let me say my administration started a hall, we call it ASU Event Center, a 600-seater hall. We've gotten to the roofing level. I must tell you, we did not spend up to 5 million naira. We just spent 4 million naira. The fear is this, that if Ajadi Kilani's regime should finish this hall, people will be comparing this hall with the village mosque and village churches they are building on the campus. They will build small building, they call it 30 million. And up to today, the building is still there. It's under construction anyway, but I must tell you, we are yet to spend up to 5 million naira. And that if we've gotten to roofing level, they will just want to put the roof there.
So if you go to the campus and you ask around, they will be able to testify to all this.
Yes. In fact, you can see NASU chairman. We are very close. We work together. I mentioned NASU chairman because to know the extent of my popularity, it is not only among the lecturers, also among non-academic staff as well. Get to the campus, go and find out, except some people, very few people, that they have skeleton in their cupboards that are being used by the management, and by the grace of God, they have been exposed very soon. I know people will be asking questions. Do you believe that there are some people that are using a fake current number of another person for promotion? There are some people that they are making use of fake certificates of NYSC. All these things, they are there. These are the people that the management are gathering together to fight ASU and fight me. Get to the campus, go and find out. The campus is quiet because people don't know. People are even surprised. How can you terminate appointment of a union leader because of inappropriate behavior and tarnishing the image of the institution from a former student? A former student. What is it? If I should marry my former student, what is the problem with the school? If not because victimization. Okay. Victimization, intimidation, and injustice. So, the letter is with me.
Okay, Mr. Ajadi, please. Thank you very much.
So, last line, please. Okay. I want you to go and find out the recommendation of the only legally backed investigative committee. It has all what they have used. They've used dismissal, demotion, now termination of my appointment. None is part of the recommendation of the legally backed investigative committee set up by the current rector, Professor Kasim Adekunle. They just believe that they want to send me out. I don't know why they just want to.
Okay, sir.
It has to do with union activities.
We'll still
so they are now wrapping it, they're surrounding it with sex scandal. They don't even know the meaning of sex scandal. Me, involving myself in sex scandal, never. I want to believe that at the end of the day, the whole thing will be exposed. There's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you.
Okay. We will still come back to see you again. Is that all right with you?
Thank you. I will even be expecting you.
Okay, thank you.
Anytime you need my attention, please, you are welcome. Thank you very much.
Oh, all right, bye.
Yes, sir.
Well, viewers, we took our time at Kerlin's television to visit this lecturer. It was not easy, but we found him out, and he has a lot to say. I want you to listen to him, and then you can make your own decision on this particular case. You are welcome.